everybody. Welcome to the Triple B Experience podcast. This is Unscripted 34. I am super producer Gary D. This gentleman right here is Caleb
What's up,
Thomas,
everybody?
a.k.a. Cable. What's up, dude?
Trying to get my setup right because this is like a last minute deal here almost.
Well, this will explain it all.
Hey, I'm dying over here. I'm so sorry. I didn't know what time it was, guys. And I know I didn't know it was like 9 o'clock. I'm out fucking mowing grass and I'm sweating like I fucking was been doing manual labor for 20 fucking years building the fucking pyramids. I'm dying. This fan ain't doing it.
It's Bubba's world. We just live in it.
Oh,
Look at him.
Yeah.
Look what he's fanning right. Oh,
I know.
God.
I'm hot, dude.
He act like he just got done building Noah's Ark or something.
Well, not the ark, but my yard. I'm trying to kill it. I'm trying to kill it as we speak.
Noah's yard.
Noah's yard.
Noah's
and
yard.
I had to, yeah, and I hello. But anyway,
Oh, God.
I can't see out there, and I'm like, oh my God, I don't know what time it is. And then I checked my phone, and you're like, hey, Bubba's sleeping? I don't know. No, I was out doing.
Well,
yard work.
we had a lot of guesses.
Oh,
No. We didn't know if you were stretching and doing your Pilates like
No.
you've been known
Hold
to
on,
do.
people. I'll be
That
with
makes
you
you late.
momentarily. I got to put my glasses on. I am so in disarray. Look, manual labor. I've been on the go since 4 o'clock.
I said he was at the gym, aka
I was.
Dairy Queen.
No, I no
Um,
sweets this week. I've been doing real good.
AM.
I've
4
been doing
o'clock
real good.
a.m. or p.m.
What? Getting up or what?
You've been on the go since 4 o'clock.
Oh, I've been on the go since 5:30. But my other place that I go for 8 hours don't count.
It's
Oh my!
Can you give
This
us
fan.
a Luke,
It's
I
like-
am your father into the fan?
he
It doesn't
tried.
work.
It
I
didn't
tried.
sound as good.
Hello, it doesn't work, and I don't want to get my tongue caught, and that'll be fucking terrible, and that'll be the end of
It's like,
me talking.
Sorry, everybody. It's like herding cats around here. We're just trying to get everybody on the same page.
Hey,
And-
thanks
and
for
I-
tuning in, Travis and Rick. Thank you guys
I
very
purposely hit live because I wanted
know
to
you did.
everybody to experience Bubba like
Jody.
borderline,
much. Hey, I as
Having a
much
heart
as I
attack.
sweat, I should be 220 pounds, and I don't mind sweating when you're doing manual labor. You know what really pisses me off, guys? When you're sweating and not doing a damn thing.
Like in a movie theater.
Like in a movie. Speaking, movie theaters. Yeah, they didn't turn the air on the other day.
Well, like whenever you get really pissed off for seeing a lady bring in a stroller, and no, let me put this in perspective for you. He gets really upset about this lady bringing in like a stroller, almost looked like a bassinet on wheels.
Yeah, it was
One of
right.
those.
It wasn't just
Right.
a stroller
Yeah.
where they sit low.
And-
It was like up
Yeah.
here.
It looked like
I
a
thought
bassinet on
you had a
wheels.
kid.
But hold on. You're killing the punchline here. You
I'm
just be
sorry.
quiet.
I'll shut
Cool
up.
yourself off. Okay, so this lady rolls stroll into to Thor, Love and Thunder, to with this bassinet stroller looking thing, and Bubba's like heated. He's really mad. Why would you bring a kid into here? Wow, I'm gonna hear this baby crying. He's all pissed off, right? I'm sitting next to him. Next thing you know, she
thanks for
pulls
tuning
out.
in.
She pulls out a dog.
Unreal.
A little French bulldog. And
Yeah.
and then he got
unreal.
even more pissed.
Well, but can you see my plea when I'm paying my hard-earned money to watch entertainment, and I didn't know if the dog was going to start barking? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Like,
you don't know. I
seriously,
mean,
I've
I'm
never seen that
assuming-
before.
I'm assuming if it's a
Yeah, none of
therapy
us
dog-
have.
No, I'm assuming it was a therapy dog, but usually they have like the therapy dog like vest thing on.
Yeah,
that says, "Don't
It
touch
wasn't
me in
marked
therapy."
or anything.
No,
So I
it was
have no
it was
idea.
a senile old lady who took her dog to the movies. That's what it was.
She wasn't even.
But
that
then you
old,
make
that's the thing.
conversation with her.
I
Then
did.
you-
I was like, oh, that's just a nice stroller on the way out. That's
You're like,
so
that
cute.
thing travels in class, doesn't it, or whatever you said.
You're right.
And then
That,
the lady beside me pulls a cheeseburger out in the middle of the movie and starts
Oh,
eating it.
that's awesome.
See,
I don't know what else to say about that. If
I don't know
could've
where
took
it came
another one
from.
Red Robin, I would have. I don't. Why not?
well, Red Robin was good. I didn't get the Tower of Onion rings like I wanted.
I'm sitting there
Well,
watching the
nobody was
movie.
stopping you.
Yeah. Yeah, and you spent as much anyway.
I
But
was thinking economics.
I'm watching the movie and I smell barbecue sauce. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I look over, she's
That's
just munching away on this burger.
Well, no, they sell burgers there.
Yeah. I didn't know if
That-
you could take them in the theater or
Steve
not.
Schott says she took a dog to a movie. Yes, she did, Steve.
Mhm.
A dog that
And
was
then-
more pampered than anything I've ever seen in my life.
And then the guy sitting across the aisle from Bubba's phone goes off, and then he gets real pissed.
Oh, it's
So
jacked.
between the dog and the bassinet thing,
I have anger issues anymore.
the guy with the phone going off, and the movie in general.
I thought Bubba was going to get up and go over.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah, he
halfway
gets
through
pretty
the movie
emotional.
when his phone went off.
Yeah. Yeah, and then the lady
I
with
even
the
shut mine
dog
off.
was using the flashlight on her phone to
Yeah.
check on the dog,
Was she
too.
really?
Like,
I didn't
Yeah.
notice that.
yeah, like she was
Yeah.
underground miner. Then she was shining it, and it was blinding me in the eye. I'm like, what the fuck, lady? Like, and we don't make this stuff up, ladies and gentlemen. This stuff is actually true. When the three of us went out the other day, this is the stuff that happens. I don't make anything up. This is not made up. You know.
Anyway, yeah. So
crazy. I've never seen it before.
Yeah, that was the first for me.
Mm-hmm.
I said it once, I'll say it again. You're more than a podcast, we're an experience. This proves it.
But I had a great day. It was a great day.
It was a good day, yeah.
It was.
Yeah, fun times. Three of us and Jeremy, and yeah, it was cool.
Steve Schott said that's why I don't do theaters. I don't blame you, Steve.
Well, I mean, I enjoy going to the movie. Cable
I
and
do
I've been doing
too,
that
but
since we were
I
kids.
think there's a couple screws loose in some people. Like, maybe I should take my fucking crazy cats and fucking like, oh, let's go to the movies. Scourge and fucking Twisty, let's go.
Scourge and Twisty. Get in the bassinet, guys. Come on.
Let's go. I'll cart you down. Like, I'll even take the fat ass hamster with me too, and he could roll on top of the stroller. Oh, hi, Mom.
Boy.
Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah,
Thank you.
St. Rosie.
Yeah, hi, Mom. You can drop off. She said that I had mail at the house. I'm like, Mom, if it's bills, I don't want it. Thank you. I'm
Go ahead and pay those, and
that's all I get anymore. Bills. Everybody's got bills. Bills. I always think of that bill thing in that cartoon. When it's really a bill, like to make a law, the House of Rock or School of Rock or something. I'm too old. I'm sorry. I am 28 years old. Yeah.
I know what you're talking about.
Conjunction. What?
Yeah.
Yeah. Those were cool ass shit back in the day.
Yeah. I know. Oh God, I can't think of what the name of that is.
The bill in the law or something.
Yeah. Yeah. It was. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm drinking water. I'm so dehydrated. I know. I bet you. I wish I could get down to school. Wait, Schoolhouse Rocks. Thank you, Steve.
Yeah.
Schoolhouse.
Yep.
Rocks. I don't know. Oh, these podcasts are crazy. I don't know. Thank God this is my only outlet.
Cable and I thought we were going to have the night off because Bubba wasn't answering us. So we're like,
no, I was out doing yard work. I was mowing my backyard.
I was about ready to call it. I'm like, oh, I guess
Bill.
we'll just,
Yeah, and I was like, oh, I'm here.
And
I mean, I should have wore the clothes. I should have wore the clothes that I was mowing grass.
You should have.
I should have.
I'm sure it was a cutoff.
Oh no, it was a tank top, brother. I'm trying to get in shape because I have to buy a suit for Brittany's wedding in November, and I want to look so stylish. But I don't know if I'm gonna have to probably get it tailor made by all of the tent maker. So I want to get a couple inches off, and I haven't had any big time meals since since we ate at Red Robin. I've been trying to eat good.
I could go for another one of those burgers right now. I can tell you that.
They were pretty good.
They were good.
So I mean,
anyway,
get a kilt. Yeah, I need a kilt, Steve. I'm afraid someone will pull it, and then they show my, my
underwear.
Well, yeah. Well, I was
you're not supposed to wear underwear.
Well, you're not supposed to if you're a real man. I'm a real man. I just don't want my shit showed out there. I'm too old. And my mom's listening, and I don't need to be talking about that.
You can't blame us for this
Thanks,
one.
Mom. Well,
yeah,
last show was off the charts.
Off the rails.
It was bad. It was.
Well, I mean,
and we didn't get banned. We didn't get taken out of any countries. We're good.
Yeah.
I did a Steeler podcast. I didn't get any boycotts from anybody. So
hey, Bubba, can you pronounce the name of the new stadium?
No, I cannot. I cannot.
just throwing that out there.
Hold on, I got my notes. Accra Shore Stadium.
Yep. How do you guys feel about that? Are you sure?
Yeah, I am so. Look, what am I going to do?
Money talks.
You know,
They-
$150 million that dude paid. I watched the press
That's
conference.
Damn near triple what
Yeah, the
Heinz paid.
I don't know what
Yeah.
Heinz ketchup and all that Heinz surplus stuff was doing, because I know on my life I spent millions and look at me, millions and millions of dollars on Heinz
You should have
ketchup.
seen him eat the bottomless fries at Red Robin. Trust me, Heinz was making money.
Well, my mom could tell you.
Well, so are you guys going to Hunts now in protest?
No,
Oh, no.
no, because I do the
Business is
sugar-free.
business.
Yeah,
And
he paid 150 million.
They said they're leaving it open for them to leave the ketchup bottle there if Heinz is willing. So
Well,
Oh,
somebody
really?
asked me. Somebody
Mhm.
asked me what are they going to do, Bubba? What do are you going to get? I was like, yeah, I'm going to have the ketchup bottle at my house down at in the backyard. And every time I mow my grass, and you're in the red zone.
oh, this is a good one. Shane, he has company at his house, and it's his anniversary, and he's watching us three idiots. What the?
Oh,
Thanks, Shane.
shit.
Happy
Yeah,
anniversary.
Well, congratulations and happy anniversary. And you're going to be in serious trouble for watching us.
Yeah, she.
Yeah, thank you
On
for
your-
tuning in.
Oh,
Happy
my God.
anniversary,
We
and we're sorry
understand.
to your company.
Well,
Oh, my.
I hope you didn't miss the fun at the beginning of the show. Bubba was damn near having a heart attack from.
I was. Yes,
His
Steve, we
fan
probably
made
are
it
gonna
all
keep
better,
calling it
though.
Heinz Field. Yeah,
Well,
it's a small fan.
We
My
were
room is so
speculating.
Congested.
We were speculating if he was doing his stretching. Other reasons
No,
why he's been late.
I went to Watkins boxing today because he had a kid. He has a kid class, and I went, and I'm done
Kicked a
boxing.
bunch of kids' asses.
Yeah, no. I don't. No. I hit the bags. Brandon teaches the kids. You know what I mean? And then I have I pay for
Did you
unlimited.
show off too?
I
Yeah.
don't show off. I do 3-minute rounds.
I can see him.
No,
Hit
I do
blast
three
an
minutes.
eye of
I
the tiger,
absolutely
baby.
can.
No, some girl punched this little kid right in the nose and bloodied his face. Yeah, she was quick, and he was quick too, and it just just a repetitive thing as a defense. But I
I
just
can
do
see
some
Bubba
bags.
seeing that happen, and holy shit!
I was like, well, the parents were there, so I was just unwrapping my wraps, and I went over to the gym. But I mean, I was there for 45 minutes. I do 3 minutes on these bags, and then the stretching part when I lay and I try to get flat as possible, and then Brandon and other people are like, "Hey, are you okay over there?" And I'm
Look
like,
like a
"Yeah, I'm okay."
a
I'm
rolled
just
over
trying to
turtle.
lay flat, and then I wait. It takes me like minutes, like maybe 15 to 20, and my lower back will pop, and I mean severely. I think when I fell at my parents, you know what I mean. So I have to stretch, and I'm still not laying flat. Like I cannot touch my head to the ground.
I think one person needs to get on the one end of you and hold your
Mhm.
neck
Well-
down. The other people need to hold on your legs.
It'd be like Braveheart when Sir William Wallace
Yeah.
got like pulled. That's what I need.
Yeah, I was
I
gonna say,
can't
put you
do-
on a
I can't do-
table
Yeah.
and just have somebody pull down on your head
Right.
and somebody
I
pull
can't
on
do
your leg.
massages anymore.
We'll try it
because,
next time.
You know what I
Because
mean?
you're banned from massage
Yeah.
parlors.
Well, Oriental massages are out the window now because that's not a good thing when you're happily, looking to get married. That's not
Well,
a good thing.
The Browns would still sign
It's a
you.
lot of people that are happily looking to get married,
Well, I'm very happy. I mean, oh man,
happily
About-
about to be married. How about that?
Yeah.
yeah, happily. Well, I
Keep
just
up
gotta-
your shit though. I don't know.
I don't. All I do is work and get taxed for fucking. I feel like the Boston Tea Party.
And
All the
starve the
time,
cats while she's away.
Those cats. The one cat just comes out, is out of nowhere, man. I don't know. Tammy's like, that
I
cat
wanna-
likes you.
Backtrack a couple moments here. I like that all Bubba has to do is stretch in public for people to be concerned. Are you okay? He's just laying on the ground.
I told you, look
Well-
at that rolled over turtle.
Well, I grab the side.
Somebody
and I
call a
slowly go.
paramedic.
Well, when it pops, I'm like, oh fuck. I try to not swear because there's kids around. And they're like, hey, one guy goes, are you okay? I said, oh, I was a wrestler for many, many years. That's why my back's messed up, and then I can't walk a lot anymore.
These little kids are gonna remember this deranged guy laying on the ground swearing for the
They're
rest of
probably
their
not gonna come
lives.
back. They're probably
No,
scarred.
he teaches good. Those kids, he's got a good clientele. I just try to do. It's so hot in there. For me, I can't breathe. Like I'm old, out of shape. I just try to hit the bags. That's
Take your
all.
fan with you.
I wish. Oh, it's hooked. I'm sweating, dude. Like
You know.
I have air conditioning in my house because my electricity bill went up. The fucking pricks.
Anyway,
Yeah.
well, we're off to a good start. As
Well,
usual.
hey, I appreciate everybody for tuning in. This is what you
There's
get.
one
15
person.
minutes. I know. It's Friday night. People, hello. No, it don't work. But you know, when you're a kid, that's all you ever. That was the greatest thing to do, is talking to a fan.
Anyway,
I don't care if there's 0 people here. We're still talking.
we
They
got
can
shit
watch
to
it.
say.
We got shit to say.
But anyway,
Oh,
gentlemen,
my.
where do you want to start here?
Wherever you want to start, brother.
It's a lot to go over here.
What did you watch? Let's put it that way.
Thor?
Besides that,
Nothing.
Thor.
Miss Marvel, The
You did?
Boys.
You guys can.
Yeah.
I finished The Boys, but
Yeah.
didn't we talk about that last week?
Yeah, but we didn't
Nope.
get to the last. We didn't. No, we
We didn't do
know.
a show last week.
No, we didn't.
It's
No,
like
we
they all run
didn't.
together. Anyway,
All days are consecutive. I feel like Mae West. Oh, my darling. Frankly, I don't give a damn.
I think you should put it down on the floor and pull a Marilyn Monroe.
Well, there's nobody
please
here.
don't.
No, I won't, because we'll get
In
I
the
don't do
kilt.
that.
Yeah, put the kilt on.
That's how you're gonna make your entrance into the wedding.
Oh,
Bubs
I,
likes
The
it
kilt
hot.
with a fan.
well, I did say something about a Steeler jersey, and I got some looks. So I would go as Darth Vader. I would dress up as Darth. I would.
He was so serious right there.
He dreams of that day.
You
I
can
would
see
dress
it on
up
his
as
face.
Darth Vader. I would dress up as Darth Vader.
Father.
Oh,
I am your stepfather.
I do. Yeah, I would. I would dress up as, but she couldn't dress up as Princess Leia. That wouldn't look good.
Which wedding are
Whoa,
we
what
talking
are you-
about here?
No,
Yeah,
I
what are
mean,
you saying?
if we could dress up, if I could
we're,
dress up.
talking, we're talking about your stepdaughter or whatever.
No, oh no,
Not
I'm talking about
yours.
my wedding. No,
Oh, well.
no. I got to dress up in a suit. I just want to know if I don't have to get a special made by Allah the tent maker.
So GIF and now they're all gonna be stormtroopers. Is that how that's gonna work?
No, I don't know. Vinnie Mac could be a stormtrooper.
There
I
you
don't
go.
know. I don't know how I'm going to do it. I just want to have. I don't know. It's a long way away. So I'm always planning though.
Yeah, it
Always
sure is
planning.
gonna be a long way away.
Long way away.
I seen this guy buy comic books over the weekend. So I mean, oh sorry.
It's okay.
I didn't know
No,
it was a secret. I didn't
it's
know.
not a secret. I'm fully
Okay.
aware. She's fully aware. She sees me coming in the house with like bundles of shit. I need to, it's an expensive hobby. I mean, it's a good hobby. It keeps me focused.
On what?
It's better to own a
Spending money.
goddamn. It's better to own a goddamn wrestling company.
Yeah, that's true. Imagine
Yeah.
how many comics you'd have if you didn't,
Oh my God, I'd have the biggest company in Western Pennsylvania if I sold my books.
No,
No,
he's
no,
saying
That's
No
not what
way.
I said.
Oh, I'm
That's not what
sorry.
I said.
Oh, what
you
did
went
say?
the opposite way, Bubba.
Oh.
I said
Imagine
How
many
much money I
comics
would
you-
have if I wouldn't spend
Yeah.
comic books?
No.
No. Ugh, God.
How many comics you could have if you didn't ever purchase a wrestling company or ring?
Oh, a lot more. I'd have. Yeah. I just want to win a big giant lottery winning, and then get Amazing Fantasy 15, and then get the 1 through 6 Incredible Hulks, and then I'm okay.
Well,
I'm good.
if it's anything like the best podcast in Indiana County, you ain't gonna win it.
Who won that?
I don't know. You tell me.
I don't fucking know. We should have
That's
won.
next month still, isn't it?
Who
I think
knows?
it's
They
August
just
or
wanted my
something.
money.
Shane will remind us.
Shane will on his anniversary.
He's
Oh,
probably having a nice
man.
steak dinner.
Yeah,
or
steak
something.
dinner, and
Watching
probably
our
like
dumbasses talking
Yeah.
about nothing.
Got the phone
Anyway.
sitting on the table.
honey, look at oh my God, their podcast is on. Baby, it's
Look
our
how sweaty
anniversary.
Bubba
Let's
is.
watch,
Happy anniversary.
let's watch it together.
So,
my
Look
God.
how sweaty Bubba is.
no, Bubba's sweaty. Shane will be sweaty later for a different reason.
Oh,
So, right?
I don't know. I'm just drinking water.
yeah. Let us know, Shane.
Yeah, let us know how that goes. Best of luck.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyway,
love
let's start with Thor. Well, now that we've had time to digest,
Hopefully you people seen it, because if you didn't,
Yeah, we're
sorry about your
spoiler.
damn luck.
Spoiler warning for the one
Yeah.
person out there.
Yeah. For the
That's just
millions
Bubba's mom.
and
She
millions
didn't
that
see it.
watch our show.
and then when his mom tunes out, it'll be my mom.
Oh, my mom already laughed.
then-
She's like, JR!
Then
tell
They
him my
started
dad,
talking
no.
about bullshit again.
Yes. Hey, Ken, your son was talking stupid shit. Well, she don't swear. Talking stupid stuff on his podcast again. Your son never shuts up. JR!
Got a tiny fan.
he's got one fan.
I have
Literally.
central air. I have central air. I'm just dying because I was doing manual labor.
Anyway,
Oh, my.
so
glad I
gentlemen,
could
we
make you guys laugh.
well, actually, let's first do this.
Okay.
We got to experience the Toy and Comic Con over last
Waynesburg.
weekend.
Yeah,
In
Waynesburg
Waynesburg.
Toy Expo.
That was a nice complex, though.
It was a very nice
Yeah.
complex.
Bad parking.
Yeah.
Bubba just made his own spot.
Yeah, it would have been good parking, but it was packed.
Yeah. Well,
So of course, leave it to Bubba. He makes his own rules, like
That's
he
it.
does in life in general.
And we all benefited from it.
That's right.
we did.
That's right.
Yeah.
We did. Whew. I mean, come on. Rules are meant to be broken.
It's Bubba's world. We just live in it.
No,
Yeah.
I appreciate everybody. I do. I really do. Unless it's people that really seriously piss me off. I love everybody. I like everybody.
Oh, we got dude love on the podcast today,
Except for ladies with dogs and strollers.
and yeah,
That's just crazy.
I can just hear the thought and both. Dogs and strollers. What comes next? Where do you draw the line?
It didn't. I could see it. It was a small dog. We're going. It wasn't even like a. It couldn't have been a therapy dog. There's no way.
well, yeah, but a
mean-
therapy dog can be any
It
dog.
could
really.
be, but
They
they
just gotta
didn't.
get
I mean, she didn't
certified.
have anything
Not
on
that I'm
it.
anti. I'm not. Yeah, I'm not anti-therapy animals here. Okay,
Right.
I am not. Like but she just shined her light like she was an underground miner, and she was just. She had a stroller. Like, so what the fuck is the dog therapy if she's strolling them in? Like to pet it.
Companionship.
Yeah, it's
Well, no wonder she probably.
But
I
she
don't
might
know.
have anxiety, and whenever she pets it, it calms her down.
Maybe
you
she
need one.
maybe she never comes out of her house, but she heard she could see Chris Hemsworth's ass, and that
And
was what
It was enough
got
to get
her
us to
ass
go.
in there.
every female was licking their chops for that. His wife was
Or
pissed.
eating
I heard.
cheeseburger.
She was pissed.
She was upset. I read it. You know me.
Well, his
I
whole
read a lot.
family was in there.
She was in the
wasn't.
movie.
Was she?
Uh-huh. She was the werewolf woman that he hooked up with, riding on the back of another
Oh.
wolf.
Well, okay. His whole yeah, his kids were in it.
Yeah, his kid
And
was
his
in
brother.
it. His brother was in it. His brother's in. Well, I know his brother's in Ragnarok.
His brother played him.
Hmm.
Is he got two brothers?
Right.
Okay, the oldest brother played him in the play.
Well, I think he's got three brothers, but one doesn't act, but one was the one that doesn't act. He had two brothers in the movie. One of them was the younger Thor when he was running through the woods, I believe I
Uh-huh.
saw at the very beginning.
Okay.
And then his older brother was who he always plays Thor when they do the play.
right.
Yeah.
Okay.
But before we get too far ahead, yeah, the Toy Expo was pretty cool. A lot to look at.
But you didn't get you didn't get any action figures though.
No, I didn't get any because I kind of reached that point now where I have a lot of them. Like, there was one there that caught my eye, but it was priced, so high that I didn't want to pick it up. Some are, you see them, you pick them up on the spot, and some are, you can get them cheaper online. So
Right. Well, you're the figure expert. That's why if you're like, hey, you can get them online. That's why I didn't pick up anything at all.
yeah, no, I believe. What did you get from GameStop?
I got the Iron Man.
Okay. I was going to say no dice after we went our separate ways, but we did stop at a GameStop, Monroeville.
Oh, did
Yeah. Yeah, 50 years old and going action figure shopping.
Yeah, there wasn't shit open. After,
No.
you went, we split up and everything. There Saturday at 7:00 and everything was closed. I don't get it.
that's life now. Like a lot of restaurants are
Yeah.
even closing early now. It's
terrible
weird.
anymore.
So weird.
But we did meet Jason Keith.
Yeah. Yep.
Mhm.
Got
He was
some
a cool guy.
stuff. Yeah, he was. Yeah, he
Yeah.
was worth going for.
Oh yeah, I
Mhm.
put the pictures up in my downstairs.
You get frames?
I got
for
frames. Yeah.
I didn't get frames for mine yet.
Yeah, because I'd like to get a hold of him. So he said he would do an interview.
Yeah, we
I'll
will.
get
We'll get a hold of him.
I know. He was talking our ear off too. It was funny.
Yeah. Yeah, and he was sounded like he was up for an interview right on the spot too.
Yeah, we need to hire a crew, and I'll give him like coupons at McDonald's and shit.
Nobody told me that there was going to be a lightsaber duel.
Yeah.
there.
You should have just went out and took the saber and just fucked that dude up.
I should have.
Yeah,
I should have.
that'd have been funny.
He wasn't that good.
No, he was not.
Nope.
He was not. No, it was nice it was $5 to get in. It was nice.
Yeah,
I mean,
it
we
was
bought
a cool day.
we bought the prints, for display. You got 2 Star Wars ones that were
I got
really
2
nice.
Star Wars. Yep.
And then I got the other Darth Vader, and I got an Incredible Hulk with the Captain America shield, which I never ever saw before. So, being a Hulk fan, I put that up downstairs and the Vader stuffs. And then I just got some Ghost Rider comics, and I didn't really. They were a little high priced. The comic book stuff was a little high priced for me.
You got a good deal on those, though.
Yeah, a couple dollars just to try to volume 1 just to fill some slots. I have the first appearance of Ghost Rider, but I do not have Ghost Rider #1 in volume 1. It's pricey too, but maybe in my travels I could pick it up. So, but I mean, I had a good time, and when we we went to Red Robin, and I couldn't keep up with you guys, and it was good. It was.
Yeah.
4 root beers later because I was dehydrated from the walk. Yeah, I was good. And then
Well, Pop's the best thing for that.
Hey,
was
Dan,
my
thanks
fault.
for watching.
I thought it was closer. Than...
No, it's okay. And then we went to, we had to get.
But you were wearing your Messiah sandals.
I was wearing my
again.
Jesus Christ sandals. And then we went to the waterfront movie, and then you had to have science seats like you're at a school function.
Well, just be lucky.
Fun
you
fact,
get
that's
the
how
wrong
it is.
seat next to the dog stroller.
Yeah, and then the guy,
Fun
and then
fact, we call them Jesus Christ sandals because Bubba wears them. He has the long hair, and then everybody else sees them in them, and they go, Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
I say that.
well, I usually call myself Heavy Jesus.
Fat Jesus.
No, heavy Jesus.
Oh,
Because fat's like a fat. It's a terminology, it's a fat shaming kind
we
of
got to
thing.
be political.
No, PHAT.
Well,
Yeah.
if
Exactly.
you'd see me with my PPEs, the motherfuckers can't even fit me at work.
Nobody
I'm like
wants to see
fucking
anything
Cartman.
about your PP.
Like Cartman. I look like Cartman. Fat guy in little suit, man. I put it on, it rips out, and I have to wear it all day. It's shredded.
Can you do a rendition of Fat Guy in a Little Suit?
No.
Oh.
I probably could, but then I don't want to bust anything up in here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, so
For the TikTok.
we came and we saw the movie. We were actually
conquered.
I guess you can say that. I was kind of speechless afterwards. I'll be honest. I didn't know what to
We all
really
were.
say or think. And
I have to watch.
Thinking back, and I thought it was funny. There was times it was funny, but as a whole, I don't know. I don't know if I like where they were going with that. But I'm curious to see what you guys thought.
The opening scene to that movie was fucking great.
Yeah, I thought it was. Yeah, because
Christian Bale was phenomenal.
I whispered over to you and I said, "Oh, off to a good start."
Yeah.
And,
like we said a little bit ago, spoilers, by the way, we're going to probably deep dive into the movie. So spoiler warning. But yeah, Christian Bale, right from the get, was awesome. The whole opening scene was great.
Yeah.
And then in the first 5 minutes, we saw the first and last god that the God Butcher butchered.
Yep.
Never did it again the whole rest of the movie.
Nope.
I mean, off screen he did, but we never saw it.
Well, he killed that big. Oh God, what's the name of the big Thor's friend?
I'm not going to remember. He killed a bunch. I mean, they were showing gods were dead all over the place,
but
we didn't see it. And I think that's one of the biggest issues I have with the movie.
Yeah.
Gore the God Butcher, and he butchers one god.
And that god was worthless anyway.
Yeah, that opening was tremendous.
Because in the comic book, there was two gods fighting, and they're dying, they were dead, and he took the sword in the comic book.
Right.
So it was kind of close. But that
And
fucking
I like
god
that.
was...
I like the Necro sword. That was awesome. I loved how it, came up to his hand out of the shadow. And you could hear it talking to him and everything. I liked all that. But yeah, it was underwhelming.
Not
Sure.
enough. Not enough. Not enough. There wasn't enough tragedy, because I thought it was going to be really, really super duper fucking gods laying there, and he was just going to kill a lot of people. And to me, he didn't.
Well, I guess they had to make a decision. Do you want it to be a comedy, or do you want it to be, Well,
yeah. Well, there was a lot of I think we're going to find out a lot about this movie, and it seems to be very divisive online and everything from what I'm seeing. Some people absolutely love it. Some people hate it. And then, I'm in the middle. I don't love it or hate it.
It scored a 6.9 on the IMDb.
Yeah. But it was the highest
I tend to agree with that.
It was the highest opening Thor movie out of all four.
Because you got
Which
to see
that
his
doesn't
ass.
mean anything, because everybody thinks the next one's going to be the best. This weekend's going to be very interesting.
Well,
seeing how much of a drop off there is.
Week.
Yeah, that's what I'll be interested to see. And then, we were talking about, are they going to do another one? Which more than likely they will. But if stories are to be believed, Taika Waititi had no idea that they were setting up for another one. He said that when he watched...
How doesn't he know? How doesn't he know?
I don't know. He seems to be in the dark about a lot of things, because he didn't know that Natalie Portman was in Star Wars.
What fucking planet did he just fucking pop?
I have no idea.
He asked her if she wanted to be in a Star Wars movie. Did you hear that story, Bubba?
Yeah. And she was in it fucking 20 years ago.
Yeah. And
where the fuck have you been, dude?
But Chris Hemsworth wasn't aware also, but they did the little tag at the end that they do with all these movies when they say a character will return, but they don't say what it's going to be. So Thor could return in Avengers 5. That doesn't mean we're going to get a fifth Thor, but the way it's making money, it wouldn't shock me. And more or less, Marvel pretty much does what they want to do. So if Kevin Feige wants to tell another Thor story, they're going to make another movie, whether he thinks it's going to be super successful or not. But yeah, apparently Thor, or Chris Hemsworth, and Taika Waititi were watching the movie, and when it said Thor will return, Taika Waititi leaned over to Chris and said, "Really? Is that for real?" And yeah.
But he could return in the Battle World and Secret Wars.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
it doesn't have to be Thor 5.
Huh.
But how do you, with what they set up, how do you not make a fifth one?
Well, yeah, that's true. But also, would Thor be the story you would want to continue to make 5? And all the storylines they could have went with, would it have been Thor for me? Probably not.
I'm okay with it. To me, it kind of makes sense because Thor ages slower than anybody else. So for him to have a longer line of movies and nobody else is around anymore.
Yeah, that's also key. You got to have the actors actually want to sign on for it. But
right. I think however many they were going to make.
Him and Strange is the only ones left. So
right. And Spider-Man. Whatever your final Thor movie should be gore, and it should have been handled differently. But that's how you finish that franchise, is with Gore the God Butcher.
Yep.
So,
but didn't have I'm trying to in the comic book, it took all 3 of them, and I know you were upset when all the kids got all.
I didn't like the
kid. I hated it.
I know, but they did that because it was the Thor Corps. The Thor Corps.
But the Thor Corps wasn't kids.
No, it wasn't. It was all these Thors over
shooting electricity out of a stuffed animal.
I know. But I think they could have introduced Beta Ray Bill, and Beta Ray Bill, Thor, and Jane Foster could have fought Gore. That would have been something.
I think I said it on one of our shows that because we kept seeing different outfits for Thor, in the trailer, I thought they were gonna pull Thors from different universes, and they didn't. And that I didn't have high hopes for that, so that didn't, ruin the movie for me. But just the tone of the movie was so all over the place. Like something important would happen, and then 20 seconds later, they're making a joke to completely, does away with it.
The cancer stuff was a major thing, and it wasn't really like it didn't pull at your heartstrings.
It resonated with me. Seeing her go through the treatments at the beginning, and then I thought they did a good job of showing how much of a toll it was taken on her, especially in the third act when she wasn't the mighty Thor, she was just Jane Foster, and seeing how weak she really was. I thought that was pretty well done, but it's all going to feel rushed when you don't even make a movie over 2 hours long. I mean, that's
but did you really want to see anything more? I
would have wanted it to be longer if the tone was right. Like, if it was made well, yeah.
I mean, I was fine with the length of it. I know Shane commented too it was too short, but just the way the movie went, I didn't really care to see more.
Maybe if it's longer, it doesn't feel like the humor is invalidating the non-humor parts. Like maybe it's spaced out better and the pacing's better, but we'll never know. It's tough to say. I think this movie's going to be talked about for a long time in the MCU, and because it's coming at a time where Miss Marvel is very divisive also, and it seems like the MCU, I don't want to say it's headed in a certain direction or anything like that, but even for somebody as hardcore MCU fan as I am, not feeling real great after the last 2 MCU projects that come out.
Well, that's kind of one of the questions. I don't want you to answer this now, but because I'll have you guys talk about Miss Marvel, even though I didn't finish it. I don't really care. You could talk about it. However, judging by the take of the last movie and the last show on Disney Plus, we've always said we've had faith in Kevin Feige. What are your thoughts on that now? You know what I mean?
I still do.
He's okay.
I'm not going to do. Okay, go ahead, Bob.
No, go ahead. I don't know what I'm going to say, really.
All right, well, let's come back to that. Do you want to get into Miss Marvel now, or do you want to continue with Thor?
I think I'm pretty much done with Thor.
Well, I want to say the biggest shock that I had, besides the too much comedy, was they made Zeus a frumpy comical character, which Zeus is not a frumpy comical character. But hopefully
it depends.
Depends
what you read.
After this, because he got fucking he was lazy. He thought he was the shit, and Thor did what he did to him, and now it's payback time. So all his fucking kids, should be the next Thor movie, as all the all the gods, Ares and Hercules, and they all take down they have to have that war where in the comic book, Hercules got the shit kicked out of him by the Masters of Evil and went into a coma. He got the shit kicked out of him so fucking bad, and Zeus thought it was the Avengers' fault, and fucking had all the Avengers come to, and he beat the living fuck out of him, and then the Avengers had to fight all the gods. And they did that a couple times. But
that's how it seems like they're setting up the classic Hercules and Thor storyline also, where they start off as adversaries and
that'll be your next movie,
right?
And that's the next movie where they fight, and he fights the gods, and then there's a misunderstanding. Well, it's not a misunderstanding. He did fucking took out Zeus. And I didn't see that coming from fucking. But they made Zeus fucking like Tony Soprano. You know what I mean? And
that accent hit me weird. Which I don't know what ancient Greek sounds like, and I
don't either.
That would be in about the right area of the world, but that just struck me as weird. That sounded very modern Italian.
Yeah, like he's selling pizza or something. And I mean, he was the
Pizza
god of God.
No, that's the wrong movie.
Well, he was the god of gods, but he was lackadaisical and lazy. And I think that now he's not going to be lackadaisical and lazy
Right.
because Russell Crowe looked like he gained some weight and
Yeah.
and fit that lazy Zeus part. And I don't think if they do the next movie, which they'll have to do that because you know that actor who plays Hercules, I do not, and he looks
Brett
just like him, but he's too
Goldstein.
fucking short.
Yeah, and he's not real muscular. He's fit, but he just doesn't have size that you would
By that
think of
time, he
for
could.
Hercules.
You know how that works.
Yeah,
Effects are always good, but that'll
and
probably
the
be your
diets
next.
that they put these
Mhm.
actors on and
And
stuff.
training regiments and all that good stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
But if they go and attack Thor in the next movie, Thor needs some help, and that's where maybe,
Beta
some
Ray
of the,
Bill.
maybe because it's not Jane Foster. I
Right.
thought she signed a lot of movie role, a lot of like movies after
Yeah,
this. But I don't think that's the case. She got her thing in the sun, and that's it.
And I like that arc for her character. I like seeing her in Valhalla and, seeing Heimdall there and knowing that that's both where they're at. And she seemed to be happy that she reached Valhalla, which who wouldn't be? You were a mere mortal how many years ago, and now you're dying a warrior's death and go into this famed resting place. So I like that for her. But I don't know. There were good and bad things, but it was
overall,
silly,
what would you grade it?
Are we doing numbers or letters?
Letters.
Letters. I'm gonna say C.
I'm gonna say a C also.
Yeah.
I'll say the best. I mean, Helmsworth looking as spectacular as he did, and
He just likes seeing
Portman,
his ass.
Oh
Yeah,
well, I'm not. He was in
where's
shape.
this going?
Yeah, but Portman playing a great mighty Thor, and Christian Bell. Just that first scene was just like.
I mean, he
so
acted
epic.
his heart out. Yeah,
Yeah.
he was great in it. The way they handled the character wasn't
I mean,
what I would have liked.
Yeah, no, it could have been more bloodthirsty and more of the comic book, which I have that whole series, and he was more deadly. And Thor needed help because he was getting beat at all angles. And the Guardians of the Galaxy was more for comic relief and letting Thor get out of the way because Thor was trying to be the leader of the group, and that's not the case. And they're going to do their own stuff because they got that holiday special coming, and Thor's now no longer part of because there's going to be a whole bunch of new team members on the Guardians team after this movie. So,
So what's your letter grade?
Yeah. Thank you.
A D.
Yeah.
Okay.
D
Which Thor do you think was the best?
Thor Ragnarok.
Yeah, I second that.
I would probably
Hi,
have to
Mindy.
agree.
Yeah, I was unhappy. I was unhappy with the way it should have went.
I would go so far as to rank them. I go Ragnarok best, Thor 1 second best, Love and Thunder, and then Dark World.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine's a D minus because of what I know, what could have been better, and it was too comical, and I'm not into a little bit of comedy, but not that much goddamn comedy. Like that's ridiculous.
Two C's and a D or D minus. I don't know. He changed it.
Oh no,
Yeah.
I'll go a D. I'll just go a D. I'll go D plus. I'm not gonna.
Oh Jesus, it's
D-
somewhere
D plus.
between a D minus and a
D
D
plus.
plus. somewhere.
It's some kind
Why
of
don't we
D.
just go with a D
D plus.
since you?
Yeah, not. I mean, I watched videos
Okay,
on
D.
it, and yeah. D.
All right, so
But all that
We're gonna
hype and all
touch-
that weight, like it just sucks.
yeah,
Like I'm tired.
yeah.
I am honestly getting tired of MCU shit anymore when it don't fucking play out anymore. I'm not like banking, you know what I mean? Like anymore. Why fucking go in the first opening and it gets disappointing? Like
I mean, this is the first movie that's disappointed me in a very long time. Doctor Strange, I didn't know how to feel when it was over, but I didn't feel this way.
No, I
Like
didn't either.
I was unsure. Like I just because Doctor Strange hit in a completely different way than I was expecting, and then like we talked about it in the video and stuff, and I wasn't sure how I felt. But by the next day, I had really come around on it, But even then, I didn't feel the way I felt walking out of Thor: Love and Thunder.
I was more pissed. I was subdued, but I was more pissed.
I was disappointed. That was my main
I
feeling.
really didn't know what to feel.
Hmm.
I didn't even really talk about it after. I'm just like, what the hell just happened?
Well, I'm going to see it again this weekend. After all that,
You want
Well, I'm
to
gonna go
see? You want
see
to
it
see the
again,
ass
too.
scene again?
yeah, if only it was online somewhere.
I'm sure it is.
Yeah, probably.
Bust out your camera.
But maybe, going into it again, knowing what to expect, I might feel a little bit different, but I don't think so. I just
Those goats were annoying after a while.
and that's part of the joke is that
I
they're
know, but
annoying, but it was just
it was too much.
there's a lot being said about the humor in the director Taika Waititi, which this doesn't.
If he does this for Star Wars, I'm fucking out.
Yeah, I don't think he'll do that
Yeah.
for Star Wars.
Well, I don't know.
Yeah, you never know. I mean, that's the world he comes from, and that's a lot of people. One of the biggest points I saw people making online is, well, if you thought it wasn't funny or you didn't like the humor, you just don't understand Taika Waititi's sense of humor. For me, that's absolutely not the case because he has a great filmography. I absolutely love some of the movies he's made, and I love Thor Ragnarok. It's not that I didn't get his humor; it's that it wasn't as funny this time around. Like I didn't.
I thought it
wasn't
funny. I just didn't.
Some of it was, and then some of it I didn't think was.
I just didn't. I just don't like the direction.
Yeah. See, some of the jokes didn't land for me. I was just like, this is too silly.
There was no bleak. There was no Thor was never down and out. Gore fucking beat him with an inch of his fucking life in the book.
He beat Gore so easy at the end of the movie, and yeah, I don't know. Silly's the key word for me.
Yeah.
I could see Gore taking out the mighty Thor, and then fucking Thor taking him out would have been something. You know what I mean? But that wasn't even the case either, because that'd have been more traumatic, where Gore actually took out a major character. He did not.
Yeah. So touch on Miss Marvel real quick.
Go for it, guys. I'm not going to be much help here, but
I want to see what you think of this, Gary. Before we deep dive into the episode and stuff, the very end of the episode, before they're about to take off, the Bruno, her friend that was helping her design her costumes and stuff, he told her that there was something. He looked at her DNA and her blood and everything, and that there was something strange in it. And she asked him what it was, and he said, "I don't know, some kind of mutation." And then you heard the X-Men animated series music for like half a second, like an altered version of it.
So they're officially in.
Yep.
So yeah, she's the MCU's first mutant now.
And she's not inhuman. She's now a mutant. And her powers were better in this last episode. And this last episode was just as good as the first episode, where
I don't know how I feel about that.
Missed.
Yeah, it's different, but I don't hate it.
I thought this last episode she was more clean cut, goody two shoes, because when she was like running with her powers, because you didn't get her powers explained, that's what fucked me off, and it was too jumpy. And this one, she went against Damage Control. She went against that girl who was in Orange is the New Black, the Warden, and that was the Damage Control. And she got demoted because she wasn't supposed to go into a school and fucking do what they did. But her powers, her arms expanded. So that was part of her powers. And she was more powerful that way than she was with just like the crystallization of the platform.
They did that cool scene where she enclosed him and her in this dome of that hard light energy or whatever they're calling it.
She's very powerful now. Now she knows. She's more. People seen her. They know her. A lot of her close circle knows who she is.
Yeah, her family knows she's a hero and everything now.
Yeah, that's a little bit over the top, because Parker only a few, and it took many, many years for those people to know him. In the
MCU,
in the realm, in the written realm world, for me.
Right.
But like everybody gathered around, and even the cops stopped damage control, and everybody backed her up. So I thought that was a cool part.
Yeah, like the
And
whole
she
neighborhood.
was actually playing. She was actually playing she was a hero at the last
Mhm.
episode, and that was probably the best episode of the whole series because then everything got tied together.
It was
I'm
a pretty
sure.
solid
I'm
episode.
sure. I just still don't know how I feel about her being a mutant.
That's how they're going to do it now because the Inhumans. That's how. I mean, it's a different.
Inhumans
take.
don't exist basically. in
Yeah,
the
pretty
MCU.
much.
Yeah,
Except for Black Bolt in the Illuminati.
and who knows how they would explain him? They might say he's a mutant.
Yeah, they all might.
I don't have a problem with her being a mutant because I like that she's technically like a different race of being. It's not the Inhumans, but it's not that she just got these powers from this bangle that she put on. Like she's a separate type of species, like the X-Men.
Well, the bracelet now is the fucking switch bands that fucking Rick Jones and Captain Marvel had in the fucking comic book. They can switch places.
I don't think that's where her powers completely derive from. I think it's something that like you said, it's a mutation. Maybe it was caused by that bangle, but as long as we get more characters that were traditional X-Men, I'm cool with it.
Well, they need to start bringing.
She's not gonna like be in the X-Men, right?
I mean, who knows? But
I don't know now
because they're not saying anything about mutants or X-Men behind the scenes. Now, from what I understand, there might be a lot of stuff unveiled next week at San Diego Comic-Con because supposedly there's a big list of spoilers basically for what they're gonna announce next week.
They're gonna do I don't cartoon. Know. They're gonna a cartoon's gonna be shown.
Yeah, they're doing the revival. They are bringing back.
But they need to start. They need to start throwing some X-Men out here pretty soon because it's 22 going on 23, going on 24. They need to get them out.
Do you think it's like almost too late to make an impact with the X-Men within the MCU, or would you rather have seen them when like Iron Man and Captain America and
For me, no. Because I think that's what might revitalize the MCU. Breathe some.
They're the only characters I'm going to really know at this point.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think that was. I don't want to say it was the intentions because they didn't have the rights all along, but I feel like even if they did have the rights, they would have still kept Avengers and X-Men. Since they do phases and stuff like that. That's so many characters to keep track of. So 10 years from now or however long, because Kevin Feige said they have a loose framework up through 2030.
They're going to start doing stuff. They're going to start doing cosmic stuff. That's going to happen, and then the Secret Wars, and then you're going to have your street level stuff with like in the end credits they had the fucking Track Mafia fucking van in the fucking credits of Miss Marvel.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the bros. They had the van.
Yeah, and then we found out last weekend or towards the end of the week that Daredevil and Kingpin are confirmed for the Echo series, so there's some more ground level heroes. But I think X-Men is going to basically replace the Avengers. The Avengers were everywhere for
the Avengers are always the top team in for me. For me, I'm
sure X-Men have done bigger numbers than Avengers. X-Men in the early 90s, that was a phenomenon. I don't think any point in comic history where the Avengers, and it's hard to compare that. That's like comparing Hulk Hogan and Stone Cold because comics weren't mainstream in the 60s like they were in the 90s, which they're not even as mainstream in the 90s as they are now. But, X-Men were on top of the world in the 90s. They were everywhere with Spider-Man and Batman.
Spider-Man's the number one character.
Yeah. But I just think, when the first couple Avengers movies came out, the Avengers were everywhere. Casual fans were going to the movie theaters. You saw people wearing Avengers shirts everywhere, stuff like that. And I think that's what it's going to be with the X-Men,
Got to see who you got to see who's going to be playing the certain characters, or even if they bring Wolverine in and see where that goes. Because I mean, it's going to be very hard for that character. It's going to be very, very hard.
It is. Yeah. and it's going to be twofold because you have the legacy of Hugh Jackman that you're following up on, but also, this time around, you want to get somebody probably more comic accurate, because that would also help separate him from Hugh Jackman's portrayal. And so you're fighting a battle on two fronts almost, where the people that absolutely love Hugh Jackman aren't going to be pleased, which what do you expect? You can't play the character forever. And then the people, if you don't hit the comic accuracy right, you're going to have a lot of people that are pissed too. So
right.
Well, it's going to be too long. Something needs to be, because it's going to be 2 to 3 years from now.
That's okay with me.
I'm going to be I'm going to be.
Well, you got a birthday coming up here, so
yeah, I'm getting old. I don't be 75 years old and see the second X-Men movie come out.
I think we're closer than that.
I don't know. Like, I don't know who they're gonna, and I don't even know who they're gonna get. Like,
I would have loved Tom Hardy as Wolverine. I think he would have been able to play him to perfection, but he's goofing around playing Venom. So
yeah, and I don't know. Like, there's a lot of characters, and there's a lot of stuff that's not right, especially with that Sony stuff that I'm not going to be happy, because I still haven't watched Morbius.
Same.
And there's just so much. And now if they do an Alpha Flight, they might do an Alpha Flight Disney Plus show. I don't even know. Like, if they bring in Wolverine for that, because there was a triangle of him and Heather and James. So, I mean, I don't know. There's a lot. There's a lot,
Yeah.
and I just know that
they got to get Fantastic Four in the mix too.
They need to do that.
That's going to come soon.
That'll be coming something before. I bet you next week or their Marvel Day or something that they say who they have as.
That's the rumors. Next week they're going to announce who they have casted as Fantastic
because then they got to
Four.
write a script, because there's a lot of then we'll see, because that is the first family.
It's a pivotal time for Marvel, because did you guys see the backlash about the VFX workers and stuff?
I kind of read that.
Well, as I point out a lot of times, because I'm a curmudgeon about bad special effects, CGI effects, it drives me crazy. Sometimes for how much budget they have, these effects don't look the best. And some VFX artists have come out and said that a lot of movie companies or VFX companies, as much money as you're going to get working on Marvel projects, turn Marvel down because they don't
pay.
They wait till the last minute to get hooked up with these companies, and then they rush them to try and get these effects done like a month or two before the movie comes out, stuff like that. And then they change their mind a lot, and they have them make up, do mock-ups of scenes, put all this time into it, then they just scrap the scene anyway. Just a lot of stuff that doesn't surprise me, I guess, with seeing how, like, that whole third act of Black Panther looks like a PlayStation 2 game. It's terrible. So I don't know. There's just a lot of things that aren't going in the MCU's favor at the moment.
Well, every dynasty crumbles, brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to crumble. It's just a little bit of a transition.
It's on the ropes at the moment. That's all.
We'll see.
But
She-Hulk.
Yeah, well, I don't think that's going to save it.
No, and then if Black Panther, if everybody, this Black Panther fucking trailer's coming out, and this movie better do something, or they're gonna have to recast.
This one scares me a little.
They're gonna have to recast fucking the Black Panther. Eventually, they're gonna have to. I don't care what anybody says. You cannot. It's the character. I know he did a great job, but I mean, George Reed's fucking shot himself as Superman, and they years later they did Christopher Reeves. I mean, tragic shit happens.
Yeah,
it's the character.
But we'll see where the Black Panther franchise even goes, because they're not gonna recast T'Challa now because they're already finishing the movie. Can't do anything now, and then you think they're gonna make a third one, but who knows? So
that could piss the bed. That could I don't know.
I'm
Like,
excited for it myself. The stuff we saw about Namor, I know you're gonna hate because they're changing him up some, but I think the concept art for him and stuff looks fantastic, and I like the setting of like Central America and everything like that. There's Bubba's take on it.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, because it's yeah.
I don't like why they did it. Which, Gary, I don't know if we talked about this or not, but Namor is Marvel's Aquaman, but he came before Aquaman, and I don't know if this has ever been confirmed, but they're giving him a Central American, like Aztec Mayan design and lineage instead of going for the Atlantis, which is that's his origin, that's where he's from, because they want to separate him from Aquaman.
Yeah, right.
And I understand the logic a little bit, but it's tough. That's like saying Captain America didn't fight World War II almost or something, but I don't know.
That's definitely tough to swallow when you were kind of the original. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Because he was one of the first characters from Marvel. He was before it was Marvel when it was timely.
If they had the rights for him, he'd already been in, but they didn't have the rights because they sold all their characters off, and they had to get them all back.
Right.
But I think they should still do it, and if they do it better, so be it. Like
that's
Aquaman's not like a super. It's just Jason Momoa. It's not a really. It's an okay movie. It's nothing.
I really liked Aquaman.
Okay,
one of the few ones.
I like Wonder Woman and then the Peacemaker. The Peacemaker is the best thing that DC got.
Yeah.
Besides the Batman.
I'm getting so I don't know. It's just like anymore. It's just like it's starting to. I'm getting a little sour taste in my mouth.
But you can't win them all.
No, you can't. But at least you know what I mean. At least put a little bit more effort into it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean. Like how long was Thor? How long was it? Was it 2 hours?
I think it was under 2 hours.
Yeah,
like an hour 59.
Yeah, come on, like 2 hours and 10 minutes or something. Like
1 hour and 58 minutes.
Yeah.
And to be honest with you, that was long enough for me.
Well, that's because
if it was done right.
If it was done right, I would have been happy to sit there for 3 hours. You know what I mean? Like, but
I think 220. 2.5, something like that. But it is what it is now. So.
Yep.
Well, I don't know.
But anything else about Miss Marvel?
The post-credit scene showed her in her room, and that bangle started to light up, and then she got thrown through her closet, and then Brie Larson's Captain Marvel walked out of the closet. So they swapped places somehow, and that was the post-credit scene.
And they're either in some other realm, because in the comic books that's how it was. Like Rick Jones would be in the planet Earth, and then Marvel would be in the limbo, and then they'd switch, and then he would fight, and then Rick Jones would take his place. They'd switch. But I think this one, it transports them to a different place. So she's probably up in space. So she's probably on the sword with because Daisy Johnson supposedly and Daisy Johnson is supposed to come in a secret. That secret invasion story should be, if it's not good, I'll be pissed about that too. Because they're going to have a lot of secondary. Yeah, they have a lot of secondary characters because a lot of main characters are not going to be able to do.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then that's going to continue into the Captain Marvel sequel, The Marvels, which will have Captain Marvel, Miss Marvel, and Monica Rambeau.
Donnie, did you see what Donnie said? Art was good. Aztec stuff is dumb for Namor. I just don't know how they're going to make all the other, all his other people like
Atlanteans.
Atlanteans. I don't know how they,
Well, there was the design for and there was the design for Atuma, and he's blue, so
he better be big as a house. Like Sometimes I'm all about like the characters looking the part.
Bubba's a size queen.
Yeah,
yes.
I am.
He's gonna be pissed if Wolverine's 2 inches too tall.
No. I don't know who they're going to get to play him. I really don't, and I don't know how they're going to get to. I think it's going to be a totally different team than any team that's ever been done before.
I guess I didn't articulate that point. That's when you asked me how I felt about Miss Marvel. That's what worries me. I don't want the X-Men to be all these characters that traditionally weren't mutants all of a sudden. Like, Kamala Khan, to me, I can make that leap because Inhumans was another.
But she'll be an Avenger. She'll be an Avenger. Make her an Avenger.
Yeah, right.
Well, there was rumor that they were supposed to get Clint Eastwood's son there for a while to play Wolverine.
Yeah.
Which I thought he would make a good one if he would have
I could
a
see
little bit more size, but I don't know how tall he is.
He doesn't need to be that tall.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
I don't think he's too tall.
Being,
I think the greatest team, to me, the greatest team is the team that saved them. Saved Cyclops, and then Cyclops and Jean Grey, and
the Giant Issue.
The Giant Issue is the best team for me. And Sunfire wasn't even on it. That he was only on it 2 issues, and he was rolled out. And
he's
Thunder.
6'4".
Who is he?
Scott Eastwood.
He's too tall.
Wow.
He could be somebody else, though. I didn't
think he was that tall. Yeah.
He's too big, but I could easily see him being Wolverine.
Yeah. He's young.
Yeah.
Well, that's okay. I would prefer him over that Taron Egerton.
Well, how about Harry
too much
Potter?
Of a baby face. No, those 2 guys are too.
Oh well, that was a thing.
Potter?
That was a thing. Hey, you want a little guy? There you go.
Well, I can't see Danny DeVito doing it. I don't know. I mean,
he could be Puck. Danny DeVito is Puck.
Yeah.
It's just going to be. Well, the goal is, I think they're going to get younger characters, younger actors, so they can have them for longevity.
Well, that makes sense.
I don't think, yeah,
yeah,
because I think they got the 2 actors for.
How many movies do you think they're going to make? They got to do at least 3.
They should, but then you're looking at 2035.
Well,
I mean, I'm being for real. Like even like 2025 or 24, it takes a year for production and stuff. Like,
yeah, I mean the Avengers movies came out, except for Endgame, they were 3 years apart between all of them. So you're looking at almost.
So I'm fine with it.
Yeah, and I'm okay with that because we're not old like Bubba, so that doesn't matter.
Yeah, I know. I rather watch stuff on Disney Plus. Like, I rather watch the Disney Plus stuff.
You mean you'd rather watch it at home?
I rather watch the shows because I like some of the shows there's more time to develop.
Yeah, you get to explore the characters.
Yeah.
But for me, it seems like they're in a pattern right now where
for me, like my heart, if I had a heart monitor, like Miss Marvel would have been like this, and then it would have went like that, and then the end would have been like that. If I had a heart monitor. Moon Knight was good.
Moon Knight was good. It was very good, but like Moon Knight and Miss Marvel, it's this pattern of, they.
But are they going to bring Moon Knight to the big screen?
I would think so.
I don't know.
But they hold back on showing you the full character until like the last episode, more or less. Yeah. I know we got the Moon Knight suit earlier, and we got Mr. Knight, which was awesome. But there was a lot of just Steven and not Moon Knight, Steven and Mark, which it was a good story. It was. But, it was the same thing that all the Netflix shows did. You just, 9 out of the 10 episodes were character development, then boom, you got the Daredevil suit in the season finale. Like,
That's why The Boys is kicking everybody's ass.
Boys
with the ratings.
Well, that and the
graphic
love sausage.
The love sausages.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's such a good story.
Good.
Yeah, it's an excellent story. And that's exactly
I can't say
right.
I was completely pleased of how that ended, but I mean, it was good.
I really liked the finale myself. In my opinion, I loved it.
I thought it was good, and it set it up for like how you gonna fight someone that's running for political office. Very hard.
And how are you gonna take on 2 Homelanders?
Yeah,
I mean,
and Butcher ain't got a lot of time.
No, yeah. The
Which
the
they were
Homelander
trying
character.
to. People were trying to say that they should get him to play Wolverine, but he's too old.
Too old.
And he was in Thor Ragnarok.
That too.
Yeah.
Hey, he played a good executioner.
Yeah, he did.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, for me, the boys wouldn't even be a thing if it wasn't for Homelander for me. As much as the other stuff is good and everything around it, my attention is just always on Homelander because he just scares the shit out of me when I watch that show. And now seeing that, his son is taking after him, which down the line he'll probably go back to the good side. But,
Well, they were saying they wanted him to play Dracula.
Who, the
his
Homelander?
Yeah,
or the-
Homelander.
Oh,
The guy,
okay.
I'm drawing a blank on his name.
I don't know his name, but he's
Anthony
he's
Starr.
great.
Yeah,
He's
they were
fucking
saying they
great.
want him to play Dracula in those.
He
movies.
could be he could be. Who could he be? Like an MCU?
Well, they
like-
asked him about playing Wolverine, and he said he didn't think he could. He didn't think his body could handle all that.
No.
Yeah, because he's not a big dude.
Right. If you see him outside of the costume, he's not big at all.
Yeah, I don't know who he would.
And it's weird seeing him not with blonde hair.
Yeah, who
Yeah.
could he fucking be? Because he couldn't be Gambit. There's no way. But
I mean,
like-
if you give him, if you bulk him up and you give him some fake muscles, I think he'd be a good Hyperion. But you're almost Homelander, and I mean that's two Superman ripoffs. But I mean that would be good. He'd nail it, I think. But he'd have to be huge for that.
Yeah, he's got to be way big for that. Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
Did they start
I don't
making
know.
those figures at Cable? The
What's that?
boys? The boys?
I don't know. I don't know if they do or not. I haven't seen any
I haven't
anywhere.
either.
I haven't either. And
Would you buy
I wouldn't.
I might. I like to have a Homelander
Cool-ass
figure.
show, dude. It's a cool ass show.
It is.
Maybe McFarlane will do it.
Yeah, I was thinking that. I'd be shocked if they didn't at some point. But I'd love to have a Homelander figure.
He's just a great character. And Peacemaker and him are both for like Emmy, like, and I do like Cena in that character. Like it's his character. Like he's the best DC guy role.
And they got snubbed at the Emmys because the Emmy nominations came out this week, and Peacemaker didn't get anything, and that blows my mind.
Really,
Yeah,
I thought it would have.
No.
Yeah, I thought it would have too. I mean, it
Oh.
didn't get anything. Writing, directing.
Even Boba Fett got some.
Did it
Yeah.
really?
Yeah. I think they got 3 or 4.
My boys on Ted Lasso, they cleaned up. They got, I think, like 10 nominations, rightfully so.
Moon Knight
But,
got like 8 or something.
Did
yeah,
it?
Moon Knight got 8. Hawkeye, altogether, Marvel shows got 19 nominations.
Oh, that's big.
Well,
Yeah, Loki got like 6. I think Hawkeye had 3. What If had a few.
well, if the guy who played Homelander, if he's in it for like a best actor, he's got my vote.
Absolutely.
But unless it's Bob Upton-Kirk.
Odenkirk.
Yeah, Odenkirk, Upton-Kirk.
Yeah.
Better Call Saul is the
Better
shit,
Call
man.
Saul.
It's the fucking. That shit is that is the greatest written fucking TV show of all time. The Breaking Bad going into Better Call Saul. That fucking how they fucking did that story arc recently is just phenomenal. I mean, that dude who played fucking the swordsman, played fucking Alanka Salamanca. He was one bad motherfucker, but he didn't. I mean, they buried him in the fucking Gus Fring. Like all these guys are in different roles. You know?
I didn't get through the first season of it. I need to go back and watch it again.
Oh, that girl who does Kim Wexler, she's fucking that whole fucking show, man. It's not action, it's just well written.
Yeah.
I don't need a lot. I don't need fucking people getting whatever too. I like other stuff too. Like, I mean, me and Tammy are watching this thing with Martin Short and fucking Steve Martin.
Oh, how good is that? Only Murders in the Building.
Yeah, and I watched 2 episodes.
I love it.
That's
Is it a series?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's on Hulu.
Selena Gomez.
It's
It's called what?
Only Murders in the Building. It's about podcasts.
Yeah, about podcasting
No shit.
shows. Yeah, Martin
Yeah,
Short's
cool.
like, cut. This is how you do it. You need to talk louder. Steve Martin's like, I am. He's an actor, like in the 80s.
Like
You
a
know, he's got
washed-up actor kind of.
Yeah, he's got his hair dyed. And I was like, oh, that's how they do it,
but
Tammy.
It's a fun, clever show. It would be good for both of you to sit down, you and the wife. She would probably like it too. It has that about it. It's, it appeals to both genders and everything. But
oh yeah, like you got to figure it out. Like I just watched
it's a
that
mystery.
Because, yeah,
it's a murder mystery, basically.
I started watching
then
Barry.
Forget that. She don't watch anything like that. So.
Huh?
Oh,
She don't?
okay.
Oh,
Well, it's
no.
it's
Well, maybe they have the depth
they
of
all
the
live-
Backstreet Boys or something.
Maybe.
They all live in
Who's
this
done it?
apartment building, and somebody gets killed, and they all start working on this podcast together, and they're just trying to figure out the murder. And it's about how there's a million true crime podcasts out there and stuff like that. But it's good. It's
It
in
makes
its
fun of the
second season right
podcasting
now.
stuff. I laugh.
That's hilarious.
Plus,
Yeah.
I like Martin Short, and I like Steve Martin.
Well,
Mhm.
Martin Short, he's a distinct taste. You know what I mean?
you
Like
don't-
you either like him or you don't.
I always
He's
like
not-
Martin Short.
I
Yeah,
always
he's
liked
not
him.
super goofy in this. Like,
No,
I mean,
I always liked him, but
Yeah.
he's a definitely a
yeah,
distinct
he's not like over the top.
You
Martin
ever
Short
watch
in
that
this.
movie Inner Space? Inner Space, where he gets shrunken in the Dennis Quaid's body, or Dennis Quaid gets shrunken in his body.
I don't know if I have no.
Inner Space, and it's a comedy. That's when Meg Ryan was, and now she doesn't even. I don't know what, she fell off a turnip truck, like. But then I'm watching Barry too. You watch Barry, Cable?
Oh, I fucking love Barry. That's
I'm
one of my favorite shows.
Well, I'm just slowly into some other stuff besides guys in tights.
Uh,
Well,
I
I
believe
figured if I
that.
could do, I told Tammy, I said, if we could do this for a living, I'd watch every show known to mankind and just critique it.
yeah,
But that's well,
What's Barry on?
HBO Max.
Okay, and what is the premise? of it?
Barry, God, I can't think of the guy's name. He was on Saturday Night Live for a lot of years.
Bill Hader.
Bill Hader. He was
Yeah.
in Superbad. He was the
Yeah.
cop with. Yeah.
Mhm.
So he is a paid assassin. He was in the military, and he served over in Afghanistan, and he doesn't know how to do anything but kill. So he's set up with this handler, and he goes up, it doesn't sound like it would line up, but Bill Hader plays him so good, and like the scenes where he's actually like working firearms and stuff, he's so technically sound with them. Like he does things that people that are heavily trained with weapons would do, like reloading without looking and stuff like that. He learned and practiced a lot with these weapons, but he ends up out in Hollywood, and he figures out that he wants to be an actor. He wants to stop killing people, and he wants to be an actor. That's like a comedy drama.
Yeah,
And his acting coach is Henry Winkler.
the Fawn.
And yeah, it's really good, but like it's
Surprised we haven't
tense
interviewed
too.
him yet.
I'm only on episode 2
Of
because
the first season.
Yeah, I'm only on the first season because I just wanted something different.
Oh,
I mean,
it's so good.
I
Yeah,
want to watch The Old Man with Jeff Bridges. I mean, I just don't have enough time.
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
that looked
tough.
interesting.
Tough.
Yeah, I mean, it's just and then starting up at another couple weeks in August, it'll be She-Hulk and then Andor, and
Mm-hmm.
like
Mhm.
it'll be whatever. I mean, and I
What
don't
we
know.
do in
And
the
then
shadows is on right now. That just started this week.
I
That's a
don't- see, I
funny
never-
show.
Well, I've never seen that. So there's a lot
Oh,
of
it's
stuff I
so
haven't
funny.
seen, and
Well,
I
the
do like to
movie-
watch some comedy.
It was a movie first, and it was directed by Taika Waititi. That's his
Oh.
brand of humor. But it's like
Yeah.
a mockumentary. It's like The Office, but it follows around vampires.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
geez.
But it's so funny. And then it was so popular. It was like a little indie comedy, and it took off. So they made a TV show out of it on FX with different characters than the movie, but it's just as good as the movie.
Hmm.
Just before we get off here, because we're going over an hour already, what anything wrestling wise you want to chat about?
Oh,
Anything
know.
significant?
Well, Vince with that lovely 12 million.
Well, we've talked about that already.
Yeah, and then they're
Did you
going
see
back
Mickey
to the
James
attitude.
tweet?
No,
Uh-uh.
what she?
She tweeted out, "That must be why I never got a raise." Like that was all it said.
That's
He doesn't
awesome.
care. He doesn't care.
No,
And
he
they're going to go
doesn't.
back to the.
And-
they're going to go back to the.
And they cheer him every time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're going to go back to what, a little bit of the attitude era here soon.
They
Well,
said they're going to bump it up to TV 14 or whatever.
That's what worked. So why not try to get back there?
Well, they're pushing Austin Theory like under the sun.
And I don't know how this.
They need to make new stars. So.
Well, yeah, he's going to take the title.
I don't know how the championship run's going to go, but I'm happy for Liv Morgan. I think she's earned it. She's worked her ass off. She's improved in the ring. You know, her promo skills are not great, and I don't see her putting on any classics or anything with anybody, but good for her. You know, she's been working her ass off, and I love seeing her take the title off Ronda Rousey. I thought that was great.
Yeah.
And she's hot. Like everybody, like the reaction she gets when she comes out, the place goes crazy. You know, you could hear when she cashed in on Ronda Rousey and Ronda got her in that ankle lock, the crowd just started booing so loud because it felt like they were going to screw her out of it.
Right.
And then, you know, she gets the win. So that's cool. But I don't know what else is going on.
Well, they're pushing
now.
that Logan Paul or Paul Logan or whatever, fighting the Miz here at SummerSlam, and he's not. It's just all about.
He's here to stay now. So
the almighty dollar, and then his brother, I think, wants to probably sign up, and then I don't know. Like I honestly, AEW's three-way dance where, you know, Strickland and Keith Lee took the tag titles off your boys.
Yep.
And I just want to watch FTR take all the fucking. I just wanted them to watch. I just want to watch them. I'm going to watch it next week. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, WWE to me is I don't even care still to this day. But I mean, I love it when Vince comes out. That's it. That's it. You know, and I don't know who they're going to make because now they're doing stuff where SmackDown. I just saw they're doing models, like everybody that didn't make anything. They're now runway models now. And they did NXT. They had the NXT Ladies Championship. Fucking after 1 week, they turned on each other after a week. Yeah. After a week. Like I don't know who the fuck's.
Did you guys watch Dynamite? Did you see Moxley?
That was a good match
versus
that Japanese guy.
Shida. I think I'm pronouncing that. I don't know.
No, that was.
I think, but no, that match was great. It was a really good match.
Yeah.
Really good match. Probably one of the better ones I've seen Moxley in a long time.
I thought that they should have gave it to the Japanese guy.
Yeah, well, he's something.
Tell with Dupree.
Sasha Banks is charging $30,000 for appearances.
Not even to wrestle.
Right, signing. Yeah.
She's doing a Comic-Con.
Wherever she's going, they said that they were happy to pay her $30,000 because they know they'll make it back
tenfold,
way faster. Yeah.
Oh, they will. They will.
Yeah.
The ladies in WWE, that division dropped. Their tag team division to me has dropped.
Which
the only thing that I like
to her and Naomi walking out, you know.
Yeah. And the only thing that I truly like now is Bobby Lashley.
Yeah.
I like Drew McIntyre, Bobby Lashley, and AJ Styles. I mean, Austin Theory, this kid's going to, I'm telling you, they're pushing him. Whether Vince is 51%. I mean, he was
not bad. But I love the selfies. I do like that.
He's going to be the champion.
I think they've done that pretty well. I love the one.
I feel like it's too late, though. Like that should have been done already, I feel. You know what I mean? Like you think somebody would have came up with that a while ago.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
But I think it still works. I forget who it was.
Oh, it still works.
He took a selfie with somebody in the elimination chamber. I think it was AJ. He was just glaring at him through the chamber or whatever.
Well, there was a promo that looked like to me like Bray Wyatt.
I think it's Edge. Are you talking about those ones that show like all the Doomsday stuff?
I don't know. I don't know. It looked to me like he had boots on. he looked a little thicker. It doesn't matter. I mean, they fucked that up anyway. I mean, Vince. I mean, I don't know.
That I don't know if it was WWE. I think Bray was just head case at that point.
Maybe.
Well, there's
I don't
that,
know.
but the way they handled his character, because at some point he didn't have full control and it got shitty.
I just know like the Ring of Honor pay per view. It should be pretty good. Oh, that rematch for the tags titles is going to be the shit because that first
When's
match that's next Saturday night.
Okay.
And I mean, I don't know, like WWE, like they're coming to Pittsburgh in August. Like, do I care? No,
I don't.
I really wanted to. I really wanted to see. I just don't have enough time. Is like Braun Strowman's in town. You know what I mean? I wanted to see him as a person because he does a lot of. I always liked him. That and he just, he lost a lot of weight. He's shredded, and he, he's in that softball thing down in Washington.
Oh yeah. That's this weekend.
I think it is. Yeah. Cam Hayward's team against. I have to work. I can't get off. So.
Well, but I think Kenny Pickett's the team captain, actually.
Kenny don't need to be fucking running around the bases. Either
can he hold a softball?
I don't know. He's got big hands, right?
No, he's got little hands.
I know. $50 for a fucking autograph or at the comic book store. $50 for a Pickett card. I think it had a little bit of jersey, not a Steeler, just his pit. I have not seen any Steeler cards with him as of yet.
Not yet. They'll be coming.
Legit Steeler cards.
Yeah.
I mean, I seen in Johnstown, they didn't have a back on them, and I wasn't paying $20 for no back.
Yeah.
I'm not a sucker. But yeah, I mean, wrestling is right now, Lee Moriarty's wrestling Grisham. And hey, the kid's, from Pittsburgh and whatever. But I still watch it, but I like to go to some independent shows, but I just don't have enough time. And I mean,
I'm ready for football. That's
I am. I'm going
ready for football.
I'm training camp. I'm going. I'm going on that day, the 29th, because it's a great day.
The time, it's a special day. We know.
It's a special day. Special.
It was a special day. I was born.
Yeah.
Bright light. The problem is they're like 1:00. So
1:00. What? The games?
The training camp.
Oh no, 1:55. 1:55.
Still, that's not much better. People work, man.
Oh, not on the weekends. You guys are off. Friday night, I think August 5th is the big Latrobe thing. But you have to get tickets online. You can't just go and
through Ticketmaster.
Yeah, you can't go fucking party and fucking tailgate like you used to.
Yep.
I'll have to go get tickets. I'm going the 29th, and then I think I'm going to go the Latrobe. I'll probably go Latrobe the 5th, and then I think the 6th. I think Jim Tiger's going down. I don't know. I might, because I've been listening to their shows, but. Last week it was a show about me shitting. Their show was about manscaping. So I mean, every podcast is crazy.
See, there you go.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, we're gonna wrap it up here.
Hopefully everybody stayed and listened. We're so exciting. I know. Come on, people. God damn it.
You suck. Watch the show. You suck.
Yeah. No, I mean, it's just that sometimes we talk about stuff that sometimes people don't like, but this is the stuff that we like, and that's why we are talking about it. So
way to sell the show, Bubs.
Right?
Well, I mean, honestly, I got 2,000.
This is our show, so go fuck yourself.
Well, 2,000 fucking people on Facebook, and nobody, you get fucking 5 fucking people watching. So whatever. Well, and if
I said it's a Friday night.
Yeah.
But guess what? It's out there
it's a Friday night or Wednesday night, a Tuesday night, a Sunday morning, a Sunday afternoon. Look, we try to be, in all seriousness, there is no seriousness. So, and we try to do stuff, but I mean, I do have like 2,000. Some of those people I don't even know, and I only added them just for the podcast and stuff.
That's why they don't watch.
Well, I'm gonna have to erase them. I'm gonna have to.
That's a threat.
Here's your warning, everybody. Bubba's following on Facebook.
No, there's a lot of people that don't watch. I mean. Well, I get this. Well, Bub, I don't do podcasts. My mom was on. Your mom wasn't on this week, but she switches off. It's not for everybody's cup of tea. It's either lukewarm or it's too cold.
Podcast only a mother can love.
My mother loves it. I guess.
So anyway, according to Bubba, the options are it's lukewarm or it's cold. Well, that's good.
Well, no, your tea.
Yeah, that's what you said.
I don't like
either of those
tea.
Are good.
I don't like hot tea. I like cold. I like tea that's cold, like Turner
Turner's,
tea
Yeah.
or
Royal Pittsburgh.
iced tea.
iced tea. I don't like
Yeah.
tea out of a you know.
Well,
Hey,
the
just
way
watch
the
our show.
expression
Just
goes,
watch our show, people.
Yes.
If
Watch
you don't
the
like
show.
us, hey, just
Go
watch the
fuck
show.
yourself
Show.
and watch the
I-
show.
Watch the show. If you learn to love us, and we're very entertaining. And I tell you right now, I'd put this podcast against anybody's any day of the week, any day of the fucking week, any year, and even in the 1960s when they had podcasts, we'd fucking clean their clock in the 60s, 70s, 80s,
The
and
only
early
way we'd
90s.
win Indiana's
Yeah, I'll take on some
Oh, shit,
1960s
I was
podcasts.
kicked. Yeah.
Yeah.
60s,
Oh,
70s,
he's getting
80s,
wound up,
90s.
people.
He is. Well,
I kicked my
I'm
thing by
tired.
accident.
It's been a long week.
No, I
and-
got to go to work. I every day is something. Every day is something. Cesaro's coming out for the Ring of Honor. Ooh, I like that. That's a
See
chub
that?
right
Made
there.
him a chub.
Yeah.
All right.
Thanks for listening.